Hi everyone, this is Raphael from Energize Me Fitness. Just wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope you're enjoying your holidays so far. Thought I'd send you a bit of a gift of some Pilates mat work to do over the holidays. Feel free to get your family involved, the kids, the in-laws, grandparents, whoever wants to join in. Get down on the floor and do a bit of Pilates mat work and help keep you fit and healthy over the holidays. Anyway, hope you enjoy the class, and we'll see you in the new year. Okay, so we're going to start today just in 4-point kneeling, doing a bit of a cat stretch. So what I want you to do is just position your hands underneath your shoulders and knees hip width apart. We start off, take a breath in, and as you breathe out, draw the abdominals in and up, round the spine out, drop the head down, and tuck the tailbone under. So I'm pulling my abdominals up towards the ceiling. And then we're just going to inhale, release, come back to where we started. Now you want to extend a little. So I'm sinking the front of the ribs, but I'm lifting the chest up, lifting my head up, and more importantly, lifting my tailbone up as well. And then breathing in, come back to neutral. We'll do it a couple times. Breathing out, rounding the back out, just stretching out. Drop your head down, tuck your tailbone under. Then breathing in, back to neutral, breathing out, extend. Getting another stretch in the opposite direction. So we'll do one more. Breathing in, breathing out, rounding that back out, breathing in, and breathing out, extending again. Now for today's class, we're going to incorporate a bit of rotation. So what I'd like you to do is just take your right hand slightly forward, and you're going to reach underneath. You're going to reach with your opposite arm. So my left arm is sinking. Notice I'm bending my right elbow so I can look through that gap between the arm and the floor. And I'm just stretching out. I'm trying to rotate, so I'm reaching towards the side of the room with my left hand. And then I'm going to come back and we'll alternate sides. So I reach under with my right hand this time, turning the head, neck and chest. You notice I'm keeping the hips above my knees, and I'm really just sinking through the shoulder, particularly this right shoulder in this case. And then coming back, we're going to alternate sides. Let's go left side, underneath, reaching, turning the head, neck and chest as far as you can, and then coming back to the center, and then rotate underneath again. With that right side, enjoy the stretch, and coming back. Whenever you're doing a stretch, it's always worthwhile just spending a few seconds there, just letting it lengthen out, giving your body time to absorb the benefit of the stretch. Reach underneath with the other side again. And then coming back to center. Now we're just going to change position for a moment. So bring your knees and feet forward and take a seat. Knees bent, feet flat. Starting off sitting nice and tall. Just bring the fingertips underneath the thighs here. Breathe in nice and tall. We're going to breathe out around the spine. Again, like our cat stretch, we want to pull the abdominals in, C-curve the spine. I'm just sort of rolling onto the back of the hips a little. Hold it there for a second, and then breathe in. Let's lift up nice and tall. And breathing out, rolling back, just rounding the spine. Again, I'm pulling the abdominals in, like we were talking about with the cat stretch. And then inhale. So it's almost like a cat stretch in a sitting position, this exercise. We're just not extending as much as we were before, but rounding the spine out. And then inhale up. Now we're going to do a couple more, but this time we're going to add a bit of rotation. So let's roll back. Hold it there. I'm just very lightly holding under the thighs, but I'm going to take one hand away. So this time I'm going to take the right hand away, and I'm going to inhale. I'm going to turn the head, neck and chest, reach back, exhale back to the center. Now I'm still in my C-curve, so I'm scooping the tummy in a little bit rounded. We're going to inhale, open the other arm, left side out, and exhale back to the center. Let's do two more each side. So inhale, right side, reach it out, and exhale back to the center. Inhale, left side, staying in your C curve, but even as we rotate, and back to the center. Do one more each way, breathing in, and breathing out. So breathing in, and breathing out. Now we're back to the center. We're going to roll up one final time, and then I'm going to scoot my hips forward slightly, and then we're going to roll all the way back slowly. See if you can control that movement all the way down so that you're not falling down to the mat. Okay, from here, arms down by the sides, feet flat again, knees bent, and on the breath out, we want to draw the abdominals in, tilt the pelvis. So I'm tucking my tailbone up slightly, and I'm going to roll the hips up into the air, just until I've got a fairly straight line from the back of the shoulders to the back of the knees. We take a breath in there, and then breathing out, roll down. All the way down. So when we're rolling up, abdominals in, pelvic floor pulling up, tailbone tucking towards the ceiling. We're trying to peel up away from the mat, one vertebra at a time. Take a breath in at the top, and then breathe out, soften from your upper back, work your way down, one vertebra at a time, all the way down, back towards the floor. And again, breathing in, breathing out, tilt, rolling up. Inhale at the top, and exhale, all the way down. Now we're incorporating a bit of rotation into, I think, pretty much all of these exercises. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lift, I'll do it with my left side so that you can see, but I'm going to lift my left side of the pelvis up. So I'm on a bit of an angle here with my pelvis. I'm driving this left foot into the floor and activating my left glute to lift that left side. And then I'm going to roll up on this sort of angle so that my left hip is higher when I get to the top and my right hip is a little lower. Okay? And then I'm going to rotate the other way. So now I'm relaxing the left side, I'm engaging that right side, and my right hip is a little higher, and I'm going to roll down along the left side of the spine as I come all the way back down. Come back to the center. Now I'm going to switch the direction. So I'll start with the right side driving up, rolling up through along the left side of the spine with my right hip higher, and then I'm going to pivot, drive my left foot into the floor, relax the right side, and I'm going to roll down along that right side. All the way down, come back to the center, and then we're going to lift that left side up again, roll up along the right, back to the center, rotate so I'm facing, my hips are facing left, and I'm rolling down along that left side. Back to the center, then right side again, drive it up with the right hip, right leg, back to the center, rotate across, roll down on the right side. Let's just do one more. Back to the center. Now I'm going to lift that left side up, roll up, driving from the left, back to the center. I'm going to rotate to the left with my hips, driving with my right leg and hip, right hip, and then rolling all the way down. And then back to the center. All right, well done. So let's take both hands behind the head now. And from here, we're just going to breathe out and curl forwards with your head, neck, and chest. So take a breath in, breathing out, curling the head, neck, and chest forwards. Trying to get your shoulder blades just up off the mat, and then breathe in. So I'm not trying to curl all the way up. We're not doing a sit up here. We're just doing a small abdominal curl. So on the breath out, curl forwards, getting those shoulder blades just lifting off the floor, and then breathing in on the way down. Breathing out, curling forwards, breathing in on the way down. Let's do 3 more. Breathing out, curling forwards, breathing in, and breathing out, curling forwards, breathing in, And one more time, breathing out, curling forwards. And all the way down. Now, as I said, we're incorporating rotation into all of these exercises. So now we're going to curl forwards a little. And I'm going to curl my right shoulder forward and draw my left knee into tabletop. So breathing out, curling up and across, back to center, bring the left foot down. We're not resting all the way down now, I'm not coming right back. Okay, I'm going to stay a little bit curled up. All right, now curl left shoulder, right knee, and down. Now again, I'm not trying to touch my elbow to my knee because that'd be sort of pulling around quite a lot. I'm just curling up a little, and then down. Just working those obliques. Breathing out, and down. Let's do a few more. Breathing out, and down. Breathing out. It's always breath out as we curl forwards. Do 2 more each side. Breathing out. Breathing in. Should be feeling those belly muscles nice and warm. Breathing out. Breathing in. We'll do 1 more each side. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Breathing out. And then all the way down. Well done. We're going to warm up. So now we're going to do the knee stretch. So what I'll get you to do is bring both legs into tabletop. Curl forwards. Now we're going to bring both hands onto our left knee, and I want you to extend the right leg away. So I'm curled up with my head, neck and chest. I'm gently pulling this knee towards my chest, and then we're going to breathe out and change. And change. It's always breath out with a change. And change. And change. Keep alternating sides, just staying centered with your torso, staying curled up with your head, neck and chest. Do 2 more each side. And change. And change. And last one. And then hug both knees in. Now, how to incorporate rotation here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to roll my pelvis a little to one side. So my left hip, I'll do it the other way actually so you can see, my opposite hip is going to lift up. Alright, but I'm lifting, turning to the right, so my left hip is up. Okay, I'm going to curl up, reach that leg away. So I'm basically sitting on my right glute. Okay, I'm rotated a little bit to one side, which makes it a little bit more challenging. And we're going to alternate legs. And change. And change. And change. And change. Breathing out. 2 more each side. Staying on that right hip. And bring it back to center. Then we're going to obviously do the left side. So I'm lifting my right hip up, curl up, reach my right leg away, hold on to the left. I'm really resting on my left glute, and then change legs. And change. And change. Change. And change. One more each side. And change. And back to center and down. Well done. So it's a bit of a challenge for your balance, just trying to hold that position with the pelvis rotated to one side and doing that abdominal work. All right, we're going to turn onto your side. I want you to prop up onto one hand and one knee, but have the top leg straight. So this hand is not directly underneath me, it's just a little bit out from my body. You can do this on the elbow if you have any problems with weight bearing through your wrist, then by all means just come down onto the elbow forearm like this. You can do exactly the same exercise, but otherwise we'll do it with a straight arm and the bottom knee. And what we're going to do is just breathe out, lift up, and reach that arm over. So we're getting a little bit of a side bend through the body, lifting up as high as I can. I'm working these obliques, and then lowering it back down all the way. So my hips are coming down just to touch the floor again. Now, pull this shoulder down away from your ear. Don't let it pop up towards the ceiling like I just did a minute ago. Okay, hopefully you weren't looking too closely. And lifting up. Like this, getting a nice little side stretch. Breathe in. Let's keep going. Breathing out. Lifting up into your side bend. Breathing in all the way down. Breathing out. And breathing in. So I'm driving through the knee as well as my arm to lift, and then I'm working these obliques here. Working those obliques to hold that lifted position. Breathing out. Breathing in. I think should be one more for 8. Breathing out. I'll probably count it back later and look, say it was 7, but anyway, I'll assume that's 8. So we'll switch sides. We'll reorganize our socks. And yeah, we'll just turn around. So I'm going to do the easy. So we're up on the hand. We've got the bottom knee bent, top leg straight. Going to drive through the knee, lift up through our arm. Lift up and over. Stretch it out for a nice little side stretch. All the way down. That's 1. Breathing out, lift. And 2. And lifting up. 3. Lifting up. 4. Lifting up. 5. 3 more. Lifting up. 6. Breathing out. 7. Last one. And lifting up. 8. All the way down. Give yourself a pat on the back. And we're going to lie on our tummy next. We're going to do a bit of a swan exercise, as we call it. So just have your elbows bent, hands sort of by your side, but maybe slightly forward. Okay, and then from here, legs are relaxed. I'm going to draw the abdominals in, lift the neck and chest. Now I'm not using my arms at this stage, they're just relaxed. I'm really using my back extensors, so the back muscles in other words, and then all the way down. So breathing out, lift, using those back extensors, and all the way down. So I'm only lifting as high as I can without sort of having to use my arms or use my legs or anything else. Really just trying to isolate the torso. So let's lift up again. Think of just lengthening out through the back of the neck as you lift, and then all the way down. Now from here, we're going to incorporate a bit of rotation into this as well. So what I want you to do is lift your right shoulder up. So I'm going to use this arm a little bit and lift that right shoulder up. And then when I lift up, I'll come up a little higher now because I'm starting to use the arms. But I'm leading with this right shoulder. And then I'm going to switch so I'm centered. And then I'm going to turn my chest so I'm facing the left. And my left shoulder's a little higher than my right. And we're going to roll down all the way. Then come back to the center. And now lift up with your left side a little. So notice that left side lifting up. Then we're going to roll up into our swan. Come back to the center. Pivot to my right side. Roll down. Sinking down along the left side of my torso and chest. Come back to the center. Now, pushing with my right. Lifting that right side up. Extend up. And then back to the center. Turn to the left. So you notice my elbow bends to the right side because I'm not using my right arm as much now. And then I'm going to roll down facing the left. Back to the center. Left side lifts. Roll up. Come back to the center. turn, so I'm pivoting to the right, roll down, facing the right side. We'll do one more. Come back to the center, turn to the right, lifting up, center, facing left, rolling down, all the way back to the center. All right, well done. So now let's bring the arms back by your sides. And in this position, we're just going to roll, we're going to do a basic back extension. So we're going to roll the shoulders back, lifting the head, neck and chest a little, turning the hands out. I want to turn those hands right out so you can see the palms facing out to the side and the thumbs to the ceiling. Okay, hold it there. Think about squeezing the shoulder blades back and down, and then release down. You can turn your head the opposite way this time. Okay, release down. And roll the shoulders back, lifting the head, neck and chest. Reach, turn those hands over, back the neck long, squeeze those shoulder blades down the back, and then release down, turning head, alternating sides as you come down. And again, lifting up, roll the shoulders back, lift the head, neck and chest, turn the hands out, hold, squeeze those shoulder blades back, and release down. And we'll do one more, roll the shoulders back, lift the head, neck and chest, and come all the way down. Now we're going to incorporate a little bit of rotation into this last exercise as well, or second last. We'll finish with a bit of a stretch. Okay, so what I want you to do is just roll the shoulders back again, lift the neck and chest. Now we're going to reach the left arm forwards, overhead, nice and high, and I want you to reach the right arm back. So I'm rotating, I'm side bending to my right a little, and then come back, bring that left arm back, reach the right arm forwards this time, turn towards your left side, so you're side bending a little, back to the center, bring the arm back, reach the left arm forward, bend to your right, looking over that right shoulder, come back to the center, the arms back by sides, reach that right arm forwards, bend to your left, and back to the center, all the way. We'll do one more each way. Side bend a little and back to the center. Right arm reaches forward. Side bend a little left. Back to the center and then down. Now, I did promise you a bit of rotation, so here it comes. So roll the shoulders back, lift the head, neck and chest. So this time we're going to reach that right arm back and just turning to my right. Back to the center. Reach it to the left, turn it over, and lift it up. Now, right side, turning again, reach and look over that right shoulder, back to the center. Left side, reach it back, and back to the center. We'll do one more each way. Right side, and back to the center. Left side, and back to the center, and release down, have a little rest. All right, well done. Now, bring your hands out. So they're just in front of your shoulders. Push your hips back and up so that we're in 4-point kneeling. All right, and then you can organize your hands under your shoulders. All right, so we started with a bit of a cat stretch. We're going to finish with a bit of a cat stretch. So round your spine. But this time what I want you to do is sink back. Keep your spine rounded. I'm still pulling my abdominals up. You can't sort of tell because of the shirt, but I'm rounding my spine. I'm pulling the abdominals up, sinking my hips back towards my heels. And then I'm going to sink the hips forward into a little bit of extension. Okay, you should be pretty warm, pretty supple by now after all that mat work we've done. So round the spine. Sink your hips back, go as far back as you can. If you want to go right back to your heels, you can. But try and keep that sort of C curve a little bit. And then bring your hips forward. Don't move your hands, just sink your hips. Lift the chest up, shoulders back. And good, once more. Round the spine, pull the abdominals up. C curve right back. Get a nice little lumbar traction here. And then push hips forward. And lift that neck and chest up. And then come back. to finish. All right. Well done, everyone. Hope you enjoyed the class, and keep it up over the holidays. Keep active, keep mobile, keep doing some exercise at home over the break, and we'll see you in the new year.